Hey, it's Pam, and you're watching Amaze King, Pam's version. Welcome back to Accessibility Stays, where I stay at a hotel and tell you whether or not it's going to be accessible for you and your disability, and especially if you have a service dog. This is the Days Hotel at Stadium Village, and this is a pretty decent hotel. I've actually stayed at this hotel a couple of times. It's probably one of the most affordable and available hotels within the Twin Cities. It's really at a good location too. It would be great for state fair stays too. The lobby was super large and spacious, and so that was nice. It does have a few luggage carts. The ice machine is located down here along with the most vending machine options, I would say, throughout the hotel. Some of the vending machines, like all the ice cream or frozen food vending machines, were empty, but it did look like you can do tap to pay on some of the vending machines. It was just hit or miss with the stock. This is a smaller hotel, so they don't have like as big a staff, but the staff that we did encounter were super friendly and helpful. The hallways are actually a decent size for a wheelchair and our cane. The rooms also have a nice layout that there's nothing right by the door, so it is maneuverable with the wheelchair, although this was not a wheelchair accessible room. Everything was in working order in our room, so no complaints there. There was plenty of room for storage/luggage. I really did appreciate that. Overall, the rooms are clean and well maintained. The bathroom, however, is so tiny. It's like an RV style bathroom. You have just enough standing room, and then that's not a full tub. That's like a half tub. So, like, I'm 5'6" and I barely fit in there. And then, like, you don't pull out to do the hot. You like twist it to do the hot, and that's kind of confusing. And like, if you needed braille, yeah, you wouldn't be able to figure this out, which is, again, like, it's a weird bathtub situation, but for kids, it would get it done. This is the, like, shampoo they provided, and then that is the shower head that they have. Next up, I'm going to go ahead and take you through some of the amenities again. The only non-working amenity was the frozen food vending machines. They were completely empty and not working. So that was a little bit of a disappointment. But the other ones were working and had a good selection of food. The gym consisted of very, very basic equipment, not the most up-to-date equipment, and nothing to really write home about. There wasn't any room for like yoga or stretching out really. So maybe a 2 out of 5 stars for the gym. Next up, we headed over to find the laundry, which was difficult to find, and it's not where you would expect to find it. So you have to go all the way up to the 6th floor, which is the top floor of the hotel. And then you walk out of the 6th floor, like into the stairwell. And then if you go straight forward, you get this, which the red sign made me be like, uh-oh, do we enter it? Do we not enter it? It only has the 4 machines, and one of the machines wasn't working. They did have quarters downstairs to like exchange if you had cash on you, but we didn't have cash on us, so we had to go make like a quick cash run. The machines were clean, and overall, it wasn't a terrible laundry room, but it wasn't a great one. Maybe 3 out of 5 stars on the laundry room. But they did have like laundry carts, so if it were the 90s, this would have been state of the art. 5 out of 5 stars. The hotel was a very quiet stay and a very safe stay for us. And I don't think if you had any problems, women, children, you're good. The breakfast bar was a pretty disappointment breakfast bar. It had cereal, some yogurt, and things like that, but there were like no waffle makers or hot breakfast, which I was kind of expecting, but maybe my expectations were too high there. If you found this review helpful, make sure to subscribe, leave me a like, and tell me, what are you visiting the Twin Cities for? Until next time, this has been Amazing.